welcome back, everyone. So, last session, D&D, you were able to track down the white that Brother Bones had tasked you to destroy. You were able to eventually deal with his zombies and then with the white himself. Dealt with his undead horses. Graham was able to acquire one of the horses himself.
Yes. Zorse.
Zorse, the zombie horse.
Zorse the horse.
And you have been able to successfully make your way to the first checkpoint, having traveled 9 leagues of the 27 leagues that you have to travel one way. You have to travel them back as well. But it is currently night, and you are preparing to take a long rest. You are within sight of the actual outpost, but the outpost is nothing more than basically a very quickly put together shack and a tower on top of it. So it's enough room for like 2 people.
Well, I am awful tired and sure could use a rest.
Okay.
Yes, let us rest for sure.
All right. So,
Can't Lucian conjure a bed?
for an hour.
The 3-foot bed.
Well, you can just put like a mattress for an hour.
A 3-foot mattress. I can conjure a pillow, maybe.
Yeah.
For an hour.
Can
Barbie's
he
dream house
smother
bed.
somebody with it?
Yes. Only a 3-foot somebody.
That halfling is fucked.
Yeah. Watch yourself, Pibble.
Yeah, I guess
Nap
get
time.
some rest. We might want to post watches because they're putting aside that it's in the woods. There might also be less scrupulous other teams, like the guys who tried to fake us out with the fake wolf attacks.
Well, didn't they say that we were last?
Yeah,
So
I guess
I think
that's
they might have been.
probably
I think they might have been
wouldn't
fucking
back
with
us.
us.
The checkpoint people?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, might as well post a guard, just standard out.
I can watch guard. I have the night vision, I guess now.
So who's taking first watch?
I can do that.
Just Otto?
I'll come out of the woods from taking a long piss. Be like, hey guys, taking a long pee. Just got back.
Kaido, you've been peeing that whole time?
I haven't stopped drinking, so I couldn't stop peeing. It was just like this never-ending cycle.
It's the
Meanwhile,
bladder.
on DeviantArt,
You know how you know how you have those like bags of holding? He's got the bladder of holding.
A bladder of holding.
oh god,
Yeah, he comes out of Hank.
Extremely dehydrated. Hey guys. I'll go ahead and take first watch as well.
Okay.
So do I do
All right.
what
The
was it?
the Pyromancer brothers taking first watch.
oh god.
Anything
Oh,
moves,
shit.
we'll light it.
Oh fuck, we're
Oh
fucked.
god. So what is this, Ian? I forgot. Is it
This would be a perception check
I
with
can do an
advantage.
advantage?
Yep,
Okay.
because he is assisting you.
Oh, should I be do that? Okay.
No, just Otto, just because you're assisting.
I also have the night vision goggles now, so
Oh, night vision goggles. Let's go.
All right. So you don't really see anything. It's pretty dark out, very cloudy. The temperature does get much colder. Where it was hovering around 50 degrees, it is getting much colder. It is just below freezing and still continuing to go down as the night progresses. So you find yourself, you have warm clothing, but you find yourself getting, even with that, a little chilly. The few hours that you're holding watch, though, nothing eventful happens. It is, for the most part, just a quiet evening. And with that, your watch passes uneventfully and is now second watch.
and our watch has concluded.
I can go on second watch.
Okay.
Who's going with
Yeah, I could
Graham.
probably use somebody.
Do you have night? You don't have night vision, right?
And-
I've got my
does-
my
does he have
pit
night
candle.
vision?
So it should be me or Chungus.
Yeah, Chungus can roll.
Okay.
As long as we're getting a full long rest out of this.
Can
right?
I
'Cause we
loan him the night vision like goggles for the watch?
I think they need attunement.
that-
They might
No,
require two.
they don't.
Oh,
You said they
then-
didn't.
I'm pretty sure they don't, thinking about it, but let me just double check very quickly. Goggles of
if they don't, those just became extra like valuable.
yeah, you do not in fact need to attune with them.
Okay, I'll loan them to Graham.
Okay.
Cool.
So who is rolling the perception check?
I guess I am.
Okay. Roll
With advantage?
With advantage.
Advantage.
Good.
Jesus.
It's not our night.
Is quiet. It's starting to snow, and kind of starting to snow kind of heavy. You can see the snow just kind of like coming down in bits and bits, and it's no wind. There's no real sound, all being blocked by the snow itself. It is eerily quiet.
Too quiet.
But your watch passes without incident.
Okay.
So it's
I'm going back to sleep now.
Lucian and Fiffle now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And so it begins.
Okay.
The
So,
Lannisters are marching.
Lucian,
Start slitting throats.
Fiffle,
Yes.
which of you is going to be rolling for the perception?
Wait.
My perception.
Well, I
is
can't. You saying something more? We can't hear you.
a rating of.
Maro goes like really low, like
Randomly.
randomly. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You know,
Yeah,
now
we
we
can
can.
hear you now.
Oh fuck. Hestia, right? She's got advantage on perception in here.
I think Hestia should probably do it. I mean, I roll a 5 perception, but I also can't see in the dark.
Health has to do it.
yeah.
It's safer
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
Okay. Go ahead, roll Hestia's perception check. With advantage, of course.
This is raw, and then I'll find her. No. She's mine or 20.
No, you would use Hestia's if she's the one making the roll.
So,
You know, I think it's the longest stretch Hestia's gone without getting disintegrated again.
Damn.
Absolutely.
being careful about
Up
her.
until 2 minutes from now.
Suddenly,
She's got the same as me. Plus
Suddenly, a meteor
Not again.
hits Hestia,
pinpoints this one.
and Ian's just
this
gonna
bird in
hold
particular.
on, at least somebody can- yeah. So Ian's just gonna be sit there like this. He's just gonna be like, "Sorry, Morrow, I rolled a 20."
right.
Alright.
Someone have
Flame.
supplies to bring her back.
Okay, you want to lay down on the floor, please?
Okay. So, looking through Hestia's eyes, you do see that, yep, it's snowing pretty heavily. It's probably gotten like a good 3 inches at this point,
Oh, sweetheart.
but through the snow, you actually do hear something.
Uh-oh.
Is it Santa?
We
It's an elf.
Lucian, come to me.
Do I hear that too?
Seems to be saying Lucian.
Just
Nice
Lucian.
immersion, Mara. Nice immersion.
Daddy, is that you?
Biffle's like, Lucian, what's going on?
Biffle, I hear my dad. He's calling to me.
Such abandonment issues.
Okay, so I mean, obviously that's a trap, Lucian.
Oh, it's my father.
Wait, let me listen. Daddy, what? What is it?
I mean, listen, but stay here.
Into the woods.
I'm coming, Daddy.
Whoa, Lucian, Biffle grabs him
Biffle,
on the
come,
shoulder.
come. My father. We need to go see my father. He's great man. I have not seen him in years.
Do we hear this commotion?
British.
Lucian, can you fail the
No,
saving
you're all
throw?
asleep. You're all asleep.
I will.
I attempt to restrain Lucian from running into the door with a phantasmal voice.
All right.
Slap
Make
him.
this would be a melee attack against Lucian. You wouldn't have.
Nice.
Eagle and seagull strangling each other on the riverbank.
Damn.
Uh,
Dude, he will one-shot me so easy. Oh my god.
I think he's trying to do damage.
This is gonna be a grapple.
defend yourself with a 3-foot pillow that you conjured. Quick.
So my melee attack would be.
Do you know
I'm
what
just
would
gonna roll a
happen around
d20.
me? It would dissipate that 1 second.
Yep, it would just be just roll
Oh,
a 20
really?
with a
Nobody can touch it?
No, like it
Disadvantage
lasts
for
an
feline
hour.
agility? What?
This is my slap roll. Ooh.
and
Who attempts to slap you and misses?
yeah. So Lucian, no, Fiffle tries to like grab you or slap you or like some sense in you in this case, but you're too quick. You just
Too quick for sense.
He is a cat.
Lucian takes off into the forest.
You should just squirt him with a
Lucian
water
just
bottle.
like is hidden. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, something crazy is
1000%,
happening.
baby.
all
I was
right.
like, God damn it! Now I gotta wake everybody up, and kind of kicks the dirt and shuffles over to the camp.
Fiffle, come to me.
Huh?
Into the woods.
What?
Daddy?
Just works the same way, one after the other.
Just everybody hears their father in the forest.
Who is
Fiffle,
that?
Come and see.
Well, tell me who you are first.
Come to me, Fiffle. In the woods.
Why? The woods are cold.
That's all you hear.
Piffle wakes up Graham. Piffle's like, Graham,
Coffee.
There's a weird spirit voice
I
talking
know
to
you
me.
really need your sleep, man, but Jacques heard a voice in his head and took off into the woods raving about his daddy. And then I heard a voice in my head, but I thought I'd just wake you up.
That was a good call. Hang on.
Turns
Graham
out I'm the only
looks
one with any
like
sense here.
Having
This.
just fought a white, I mean,
Graham
it's
just
not-
It could be anything. Like you don't know.
Where is it?
Do recall that we did piss off a bunch of dryads before.
all right.
Ian, does this count as a long rest?
Depends. You can do some light activity and you primarily have to sleep.
Yeah, it depends on how
No,
quickly
I mean
we
mostly
dispatch.
for in terms of
Oh
restoration.
yeah, true.
of
We're
HP.
exhausted, right?
Not
Those as well.
yet. It wouldn't. It depends
We're
what
still
you do.
exhausted.
Well, so just
What have I
resting
got
into it.
left?
So if I used a hit die to restore HP, would I get that hit die back? Is it long enough for that?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'll
Yeah, you have to wait until the very end of the long rest to get the benefits. So you have to go for another, like 2-3 hours until the rest is complete. So
We're-
you can
we're
do
still
some light.
exhausted, too, right?
Yeah, you can do light activity.
All right, I'll do a hit die. Yeah.
How do hit dies work again? I completely forgot.
So if you get the benefit of a short rest,
I'll do my hit die real quick. There's 7.
Oh,
Then
for a
you-
short rest. Okay.
yep, then you can roll your hit die to restore health.
How do I see how many hit die I have?
It's
that?
based on whatever your class's hit points per level are, plus how many levels you have.
Yep.
So like 5d8 for cleric would be the amount I have
All
in a
right.
day.
I had to get myself into like
And then you recover, I think, half of them per long rest.
Yep, you recover half per long rest.
I had to get myself into like fighting shape because this does not sound good.
Yeah.
Well, fighter is 1d10 per fighter level.
Graham is gonna quickly
okay.
cast another protection from undead on himself.
Okay.
Did you wake us up?
Yeah, he's gonna wake everybody
Can
up.
I do divine sense? I'll click it so you know what it does real quick. Where is
And
it?
move with a little bit of a quickness because one of our dudes just
Yeah.
ran off.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna jump up and just like divine sense pretty much and like
Nope, you don't detect anything.
okay.
Graham walks out towards the direction Lucian took off into.
Okay. It's pretty dark. Lucian kind of just took off into the woods. Go ahead and make a
Would-
survival roll to see if you can track him.
I'll guidance him.
Can I do a detect magic when everyone's done?
You can
How
add
long
that
does it last? Was it like a
D4.
10-minute concentration?
For guidance?
No, detect magic.
I
I
don't know. Let me
don't
see.
strictly remember myself. The exact length. Okay, so it's a 17. It wasn't a very difficult DC. It's been snowing.
10
Fiffle woke you up
minutes.
almost immediately. So you're able to track his footprints through the snow. Yep, concentration adds works up to 10 minutes. Okay.
So if he's gonna do that, like I feel like Kaido should like concentrate on it, and so as to see if any magic pops up while we make our way there.
Yeah, what was your question about detect magic? I have it
No,
up now.
the duration, which looks like it's 10 minutes
Ten,
as long as you
10
can
minutes on
concentrate.
concentration. Yeah, all right. So I have
You'll
so I'll just go ahead
concentrate
and
on it.
use that. Yep.
Okay. So currently, because it sounds actually, how fast is Lucian going? Is he just going full sprint, or is he kind of just casually walking through the woods?
Well, question: are we exhausted? Do we still have that level of exhaustion?
Yeah, you would need to finish your long rest to get rid of the level of exhaustion.
Okay, so
I don't
Only
think
the
he's
two
gonna.
of them have exhaustion, though, right?
I do.
Yep.
I don't think he's gonna sprint then because he would have to risk
Yeah,
exhaustion.
no, it's nighttime. He's still a little wary, but he wants to know what the hell's going on. If anything, he's going like stealth.
Okay.
Remind me, was Graham exhausted?
I can't remember who got the
I
exhaustion
think
last.
everyone other than Chungus was exhausted.
I guess I'll just
we
make
all
it a
got
universal
one, I
thing.
think. At one
Right.
Yeah.
Chungus
Have
was not.
Graham mount up on Zorse so
Okay.
he can meet horse time.
I also grabbed my night vision thing, my goggles from Graham, so I could see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all traveling, tracking down Lucian's footprints. Lucian, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Natural 25.
Sorry, that's advantage of 15.
Okay. So not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, you're able to kind of stealthily walk through the woods. The snow, pretty powdery, so you're actually able to, use it to like cover the sounds of your steps. You're able to just kind of peer through. Go ahead, give me a perception roll.
Who, Lucian?
Yes, yeah, Lucian.
Ghost of your daddy issues.
Hey, I'm on the search for my fam.
All right. You do see something kind of like twisting in the wind on a tree. You can't really make it out from the distance. It's about like 30 feet ahead of you. But
I will send Hestia over to get a closer look.
And this is where Hestia's non-dying for like 8 weeks ends.
Hestia,
All right.
yeah, Hestia
What
goes.
she's there for. It's the Vanguard.
Hestia goes over, but a force pushes her back. Not like a physical force, not like something touched her, but like sort of like how your thunder wave would push somebody back. It just doesn't do any damage.
She lives to fight another day.
Very interesting. I will give Hestia instructions to go back to camp or find anybody in pursuit and like kind of indicate which direction I'm going. But I'm gonna push forward a little bit myself.
Okay.
And investigate this cloth in the wind.
So, hanging from a little piece of rope is a figure. It is made of sticks,
God.
leaves, straw, and it's just kind of like little person type figure that's just dangling from the tree.
Can I add something here? Lucian saw that with me at one point, I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't there for that episode, but you guys told me about it. It was like when you guys were in the mountains or something.
You've seen it a couple of times.
Graham,
Tripping. Oh, yeah.
Graham, I think Matt wasn't there for one when Graham,
Okay, any
Lucian, and me that saw it the second time.
true. Okay. So this thing like following us, these spirit things, forest spirits.
Yeah, we grabbed it because we wanted to see if anybody knew what it was for religion the second time.
So there's this voice emanating from these things. Daddy, is that you?
I can't.
Daddy, can you hear me? Are you in the forest for some unknown reason?
This way. Come further in.
If you're really my daddy, Tell me something only he would know.
You're a disappointment. I said that only he would know.
Your village burned. Come to me, Lucian.
Wait, what did he first say?
Your village has burned. You weren't there to stop it.
Damn. Coming through some hot takes here.
Ooh. Only your
Strikes a
father would
nerve.
know that.
It's all your fault, and you should feel bad.
Strikes
What
a-
happened?
And
I want to know more about Lucian's sordid past.
God, curiosity killed the cat, man.
Satisfaction brought it back.
Lucy's going to. He knows where I am. No sense in hiding.
No, you're in your.
Well,
just
you
go
just
through
ran
some kind of-
Hail Mary
your
to
gut,
it.
baby.
It's too late to get.
This is gonna shoot up a fireball into the sky just as a flare and continue.
Okay. You continue your way through the woods. Are you
It was a
continue to
joke.
go? You're not going stealthy, you said, right? So you're just going like a standard walking pace.
Yeah, now I think I'm exhausted, so I got about 15 feet up.
No, you're only level 1 exhausted.
Oh, I thought it was half your movement.
It does eventually get there, but you have to get like additional levels. You're only
Another
like
level of exhaustion.
At level 2, you're
Okay.
yeah, you are
level one.
currently only level 1 exhausted, which isn't great because it will give you disadvantage on ability checks. But
Oh, shite. Okay, that's not good. I thought it was half
Yeah,
movement.
it is going to impact you.
Yeah, okay.
It's not
So
as
you
bad
go
as
your
the second
full-
level. Of
yeah, you
exhaustion
continue
level.
on through the forest, coming in through a thick section of trees that are kind of like bunched together. Some of them like have fallen onto others. The branches are thick and tangled among each other. Go ahead and make another perception roll, please.
So disadvantage perception now?
Not in this specific case.
No, I think that's only for basic ability checks like strength or
Yeah.
Okay.
In this specific regard, it's other things going on. Okay. Yeah. So in this thick bramble of trees, you see a it looks to be a deer. Has like the long deer face, the antlers poking up, long, large antlers sticking up. The ears kind of flick. The deer's eyes look kind of at you, piercing through.
Are you my daddy?
Oh, Lucian.
As you say that, the deer stands up on its hind legs.
Ooh.
It's about 15 feet tall, you see now, with a humanoid body. It holds a spear in one hand and a horn in the other hand. It smiles. It has long, sharp teeth. And you can hear it speak to you.
It's one of these fuckers.
No, Lucian. I've had my fun. We'll meet again soon.
What? You've been chasing us. Tell me, what do you want from us?
It
You've
falls to all fours and it just zips, like just rips through the woods
Nope.
faster than any deer you've ever seen.
That thing's gonna eat our souls.
Is it a dare cheetah?
How far away is it?
At this point,
Done?
it is about 80 feet away.
Quick firebolt.
Feline
chase
agility
after
and
it?
mount it.
No, that thing is obviously super strong, but it's fucking with us. But it's like some kind of weird druid thing.
It's
Okay, I'll chalk it up to, it was some creepy shit.
too much drinking.
Head back, I guess.
Okay.
File it under not your father.
Yeah. Not under disappointment for sure. Just
Still
like
a
my
man,
father said.
You were.
Around this point, the rest of the team is able to catch up with you, Lucian.
Friends, hello. How are you? What are you doing in the woods? So funny to meet you here.
We should be the ones
We're
asking you
chasing
this.
because you're a moron.
Now,
So it's
I
pitiful.
know not all of y'all grew up out in the sticks, but if you hear a voice calling your name from the woods, you don't answer it.
It
Wait,
could have been
what?
my father.
In the woods.
There's no way it could have been your father, Lucian.
We are
He-
traveling nomads. It's possible they
Ian,
picked up the
does
village and-
does Lucian show a spooked face?
Is your father telepathic, Lucian?
Does he?
No, no, he is not. But he might.
Ooh, creepy.
What would I do for that?
If you want to see how spooked he is,
Yeah, like insight,
it would be an insight, and is Lucian attempting to?
conceal
Is he
his
actually
spookness?
scared and he's just trying to hold it, like
also
not
want
show that,
to-
or is he just legitimately not scared?
I'm probably
Tell us
surprised.
how you really feel.
He ran
Lucy.
away and he said that he was like having fun with him. He's not really scared. So no need to deceive or anything. I was gonna tell-
In this case, yeah, go ahead, just roll insight then. For
I did it with there you go.
Okay. Nope, Lucian isn't scared. He doesn't look afraid at all. He's, fur's not standing on end. His ears aren't folded back.
So what did you see out there?
Oh, I saw some crazy shit.
Well, yeah, details.
I saw one of those dolls. I think somebody is fucking with us. Basically, I saw somebody in a deer costume, and it might
Deer
a deer
costume.
kind
costume.
of druid or something, but he was fast as hell. He basically said he was having fun, and then took off into the night.
What did he sound like?
My father.
His father, apparently.
Well, my father used to be really good with voices, so you can never really tell. Everyone kind of.
Well, I guess this one's for Ian. Like, so did he sound like Lucian's father, or did the voice sound like demonic in nature that like the people in? I don't
The
know.
voice would have sounded like seductive.
Lucian's
Ooh.
father
Not-
was.
Not seductive
Lucian's got a
necessarily
weird,
in like romantic way, but it was like a voice
Sensual.
designed to lure you in.
Lucian's
Jesus.
father. A little too fond of
I don't
kids.
even know what to follow up with a question for that.
Can I try a religion check on all of the information about some sort of shape-shifting siren voice?
Well, the
Blair
Tao.
Witch
Where's the
motherfucker?
Tao?
You can do a religion check, but all you were told is that Lucian saw a guy in a deer costume who sounded like his dad. So this is going to be a
He did
pretty.
also mention he found the doll.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Tao. Where's the Tao?
Oh, I left it in the woods hanging.
Fuck.
Describe the Tao.
Now, and remember, he didn't actually mention the doll.
No, he did.
Oh, he
He
did
did.
mention the doll. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we already have one of those, and it was the same shit before. Sticks and mud and bullshit.
I actually have that Tao, and then so I'll pull it out, and it's like you make it looks just like this.
Yes, as a wizard, I can tell you it's probably just a magical speaking box of sorts.
Oh.
You mean the last time we saw this Tao that there was a demon voice that was
You-
that was taunting us and threatening to kill us because of
You
the triad
know,
thing?
you know how we just
Someone is fucking with us.
killed an undead commanding a horde of its victims? I'm of a mind to think this is in the same boat, or at least similar to it. So next time you hear your dad calling for you out of the woods, don't
It's not.
fucking go.
I cannot
Or at least
promise
get your
Now
your
that-
traveling
Now
companions to
that
go
the
with you to
tension
meet the
of, "Oh shit,
family.
one of our dudes just wandered off is gone. Graham is like sleepy, a little grumpy, and he absolutely has a shot of his party whiskey.
Yep.
It's
Graham.
No,
amazing.
Yes.
Taking a look at those two dolls side by side now, it finally jogs your memory. Yes, you have heard about this. These would just be folk icons for it's like a local folk religion, small cult dedicated to the forest walker, also
Cool.
known as um, the night deer, the traveler of the woods, like many different names.
Is it the terrifying deer from Princess Mononoke?
Oh, that dude's
Yes.
sick.
not
We need
quite,
a one-armed
but
lady with a hand cannon.
We need that. No, we don't want her.
the Forest Walker had many different names. Um, but yeah, it's basically like little dolls created. Generally speaking, it is not a legal religion, mostly because the practices are illegal. Like human sacrifice,
Ah,
like just secret revolution, things like that. So the worshippers aren't exactly open in their worship.
Graham will be relaying what he knows about this. Does he know anything about not just the tenets, but the deer god itself?
No, the religion itself is incredibly secretive, and because it has so few followers, the actual the actual focus of their worship is not well known.
Well, we got some studying to do when we get back home, but assume there's something horrible and divine and profane and just all around kind of shitty waiting for us out here in the woods, and wake somebody up if you're gonna go on a gallivant. Is all I gotta say. I'm glad
I
you're
don't
okay.
know why you are such
I mean,
a pessimist.
unless you're bewitched. If you're bewitched, then you got to do what you got to do.
Listen,
Graham just slowly
Yes,
swivels and looks over at Jonas.
Or how about you don't get
I don't
bewitched?
know where these things come from.
You're not wrong. It's just, damn.
I don't know if you've ever lost anyone, but I am in search for my family who may have perished
I
from.
once had a dog.
I will
and
always pursue them to the
I
ends of the
lost
earth.
him. Couldn't find
I get
him
what
one
you're
I
after.
saying.
mean,
I'm
Otto's gonna
right
be
there
like,
with
well,
you.
Otto's gonna be like, well, the fact that I plan to go into the deep bowels of hell to find my wife, yes, I do know.
True.
Do you understand? If you heard his voice, you would chase after it.
Listen, I got a bit of a different outlook on death. I've been surrounded by ghosts since the day I was born. But I'll be there with you if you want to go looking for your father. Just understand there's things out there that'll use that against you, and we just met one of them. Or you did.
I did not get the feelings that it was malicious, though.
I think you were wrong then, Lucian.
I mean,
had an
just from your
opportunity
description, it
there
sounds
to-
spooky as hell, Lucy.
Does anybody got catnip?
Yeah.
You're not you when you're sober.
Here, have some catnip.
Anyway, let us go back to rest.
Just let us know next time you chase a lead on your folks. I'll be happy to help.
Well, no promises, but okay, I'll try.
Shit.
What time is it right now?
This would be about 4 a.m.
Were we planning to get up a little earlier to try to make up that hour behind we were?
Well, you still haven't completed your long rest.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we got to go back and get a couple more hours. Of show.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious about that.
Fortunately,
Not
no
this day,
fighting.
but maybe the next day.
Unfortunately,
let's
with
go
the interruption, everyone go ahead, make wisdom saves to see if you're able to get back to bed.
Oh hell.
Oh shit. Okay. Wisdom saves.
Yep. As a loud owl, actually several loud owls are just constantly hooting.
Well, you can does
Woo!
Fiffo's one thing actually work on? No, that's not.
Wait, that's not a
is it?
save. Hold on, my fault. Save. Oh no, yeah, that is a save. That's the same shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it's not.
Shit.
Here, I gotta roll.
Save versus ability check. Yeah.
Wisdom,
let's
you said?
go.
Wisdom save. Yep. Okay, looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Surprisingly, despite the loud owl sounds, the rest of you are able, in fact, to get to bed and are able to complete your long rest.
Good.
So,
Awesome.
anyone with level of exhaustion loses it. You can bring back up to half of your
forgot.
hit die
Yeah.
I
and
forgot that,
spell slots
if you
and all that.
scroll with the thing on, it starts moving your numbers really fast. I had 54 hit die.
Not quite.
Not just yet.
Can I get my does that mean I reset my detect magic thing? Is that what long rest does too?
I believe so, depending on how your long rest works.
It's a spell use. It's I think it would be he would have used a spell slot.
I
to
can't
tr-
remember. Yeah, normally it is, but I can't remember if it's like something special that an Eldritch Knight gets. Like you can
Oh.
cast it once
It's
per
a-
long rest.
I got it from Fae something. I got it from a trait. Hold on.
Oh, okay. You probably got it from the
From
Fey
Fate
Touch.
Touched Intelligence. Yeah, so I got it, but it says once per long rest I could use. So I guess it does get refreshed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Hang on. I'm gonna be at 4 hit die instead of 5 because I forgot to actually heal up. So I got back up to 5 and then I immediately got to spend 1. Fuck. Oh well.
You also regenerate your health after
Oh.
when you take a long rest.
Okay, in that case I'm good. Hooray!
Hey.
All right.
We'll just scribble off that hit die roll.
So it's currently 6 a.m. Very, very cold. You find yourself kind of shivering despite the thick coats you have, just because of the snow and the fact you haven't really been moving and like just the cold. And you're feeling a little lethargic and very hungry.
Well, let's get some food.
Didn't we get food before? I don't remember.
We did hunt for some. We probably need to take some time to cook it if we have any left.
Got a rabbit and a turkey, no?
I got a ration. Hell yeah.
You would have dropped all the rations.
Yeah,
or left them
this
back.
one we have to actually forage as part of the race.
Oh, got it.
Yep. So everybody would need to get a pound of food and a gallon of water per day, or suffer
Okay.
a level of exhaustion.
Is this survival?
So is that survivor or nature check?
Well, it depends. What do you want to do?
Graham is gonna get some of that snow and he's gonna boil it in a pot.
Okay.
Nice.
Assuming we can make a fire real quick, or if we hadn't already.
Well, we got some
Nope.
mages who can create fire for us in the very
Yeah.
worst case.
Yeah.
No fire, but what you can do is you can search for kindling, and then you can attempt to start a fire.
I will do that. I will
You
roll
just
up
magically
2.
make a fire.
You find a lot of sticks, but they're all pretty wet, and
Nah.
they are not good kindling.
Can I go see if I can also look for that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll D4 myself while I look, because I can.
Nice.
Nice.
You're able to find a section of a tree that had dropped a bunch of sticks that did not get covered with snow. Looks like they were just kind of buried under some leaves. So you're able to grab at least a small handful, or like a small armful of sticks, and you can bring them back. Enough to start a small fire.
Ian, one thing I do need to do once we get back to camp is I need to recast Animate Dead on Zorz to keep it under my control.
Okay.
So I will do that.
All right.
That's actually pretty fucking costly for a horse. That's one of my 3rd level spell slots.
Oof.
Yeah.
I can control up to 4 undead at a time with a single casting.
You
But
choose to allocate it elsewhere.
You
if
should have.
needed.
You know what you should have done? You should have taken 4 sources.
the Zorz squad.
Well.
You could have had an
Oh well,
undead
I'm
army of
sure we will make
tramplers.
more bodies for me to work with.
Well, we
Absolutely.
would have had an undead Zor squad just trampling everything in our way.
Yeah. Currently.
Found him in the woods, bitch! Just like ride past all the competition, like, what's good, fuckers? You're not necromancers.
The horse bodies are still there. About 6 miles
Ooh.
back.
No
Yeah,
thanks.
we'll have to call
We'll
that
pass
a
that.
no.
That's a no from us, dog.
All right. So yeah, Otto and Graham return with some firewood.
Mostly Otto. Graham just helps carry it after failing to find it with both hands.
I'll help start a fire with the collected wood.
Okay, go ahead, make another survival roll to see if you can clear out a spot and get the fire going.
Can't just use a firebolt. Is that too aggressive?
Let me see
survival.
if it works.
I might be able to produce flame.
Upon Kaido's return, he completely burns down the Viderheim forest.
Yeah, remember that tar barrel? A stray spark hits it.
Did you say you need a fire?
So
Hang
you
on. Oh, we forgot something. A fireball each.
oh, there's a callback.
Jeez, heavy callback.
Alright.
Each?
So you do have, I believe, at least one of you has a kindling set.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
Let me double check my gear exactly.
I think I have an adventurer set or something, or survival set that should have that,
I have a
right?
Yeah.
tinderbox.
Yeah,
There we go.
tinderbox.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you're able to get a small fire started. You figure it can last maybe an hour before it runs out of fuel.
All right, let's
Ooh.
get some water melted and boiled so we can drink that from the snowfall.
Can Chungus go try to like hunt some rabbit or something?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
some kind of animal.
Are you gonna get the?
Should we just make a stew and skin the rabbit and put it in there? We'll get water and meat at the same time.
Would that count, would you say, for getting the gallon of hydration we'll need a day?
I would have to take it with you, but yeah, it would eventually work.
It would let us drink it on the go if we had like flasks or something.
Just the
I do
broth.
have my
yeah.
party whiskey, but I might need that for morale reasons.
Yes.
Like just drinking stew broth on the go would make us very, well fortified and hardy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Chungus, if you would like to go hunt any animals, please go ahead and make a survival check.
So are we doing the? Do we need to get snow, or should more of us go hunting?
Somebody want to support Chungus in this
Yeah,
actually? Because
We shouldn't.
I thought we had a turkey and a rabbit already.
do we?
I will support
Yeah,
Chungus.
we went and
I
detoured
will
before, and
for
we
him
were like,
for his-
Oh yeah, we're good then. We don't need to do
hunting
this then.
expedition.
We can do this next time.
We could probably hunt and forage on the path forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So I didn't realize we already had goodies here.
Okay.
We don't need to take our time to do that then.
So you are able to, over the course of an hour, you melt the snow, wait for it to boil a little bit, and then do you
Feast.
also throw in the bones and the meat to make a stew?
how long did it take
Yes.
for it to boil? Maybe we should get a little bit of pure water and then go with the stew.
It takes like 15 minutes.
So yeah, there will be enough snow around us that we can just keep topping it up as we drink from it after.
Yeah,
making
let's
it
just have a quick
drinkable.
drink and then we'll make the stew. No, best of both.
Just give it a little time to heat up to boil.
Yeah.
So it takes 15 minutes, but eventually you have a nice rolling boil. You see like the steam coming off of the water.
Lucian will conjure like some kind of container, like a large container for the water for it to cool while we continue cooking.
Okay,
Do it.
create a. You've seen enough. So you make like a big bowl. You just dump it in there, like a 3x3 bowl.
So it can like cool while we like heat the
Everyone
water.
gather at the party trough.
Yeah, you make like a little 3-foot long trough and you just dip it in and you get a lot of the water and you place it down on the side and let it cool.
Will Graham have time to go assist with the hunting, or looking for other forage while we're waiting for things?
He could if he'd like. I believe Chungus said he didn't want
Chungus
to
and
go.
Otto are gonna go, but I do think it's a good idea to stay a little bit ahead of the curve. Like while
Okay,
we're cooking
let's do
one
it.
day, we hunt for the
Sure.
next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
let's do it.
Baseball
Let's do
veg.
it.
Find some berries or
Okay.
something. You can-
So whoever's doing the hunting, just go ahead and roll with advantage
And
for
I
survival
do 4?
because it's gonna take longer than a minute. No.
And what's your survival?
Mine
Uh,
is. Oh, go ahead.
Mine
no, Graham.
is
Okay, both yours.
a +2.
Mine's
Okay,
+4.
I'm going. Okay, so you guys should be doing this then, not Chungus. Absolutely, there's no question.
Well,
is
Chungus can help. He
-2.
can pet the rabbits.
Yes. Hey,
Mr.
Chungus will
Rabbit,
pet the
calm
rabbits
down.
to death. Yes.
This is
You'll
not gonna
pet
hurt
the
at all.
rabbits
We
to
just have to
death.
we just have to we just have to give you the vaccine.
Holding a rabbit like a
I'm,
Pez
I'm
dispenser.
going to eat you,
A
Mr.
rock.
Rabbit. I don't know what else. To tell
Rabbit
you,
meat
sorry.
rock. I'm sorry.
All right. Rolling survival with advantage.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, you're able to find a. This would be a small rabbit warren, similar to the one you found earlier.
All right. Let's.
You should have
I've got
critically-
mage hand.
You should have critically succeeded. This way, you could have been like, you slaughtered a buffalo.
You can only
Figure out-
carry
figure out-
30
figure out how
pounds
to
back
take
the
it.
wagon, though.
And if you kill too many buffalo, you actually wipe them out.
Yep.
Figure out how to get on the.
He
on
can
the
just bring
wagon.
them back though, right? A Zuffalo.
Yeah, kill it, but then like kill it in such a way that it doesn't get all fucked up, and then just have our food walk around after.
Walk with us.
We could actually do that. That's horrible.
Genius, yeah.
That's
Wow,
so
that is
good.
a horrible but ridiculous idea, and I
That
kind
is
of love
so good.
I mean,
All
just
about
really
efficiency in the worst way.
Isn't that what the Mongolians did with their horses? You know, just take a sip from the horse every once in a while.
Yeah,
I
don't
feel
know.
like they would kill the
With
horse
more
and then butcher it.
necromancy.
I don't know. I heard
Necromancer
they, like,
refrigeration.
almost vampired off the horses until like the horse would die, and then they would like eat meat too. But they would have the horse carry them like while they like drank some of their blood.
Well, maybe they were onto something.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I
I'm
thought I
Maybe
was
they were-
fucked up for coming.
Maybe
up
they were
with
desperate.
The essential.
Well, they were.
salt
They were super
only.
desperate.
All right.
Anyway, I will use Mage Hand again to try to fish him out.
This would just be I believe, was it a melee attack I had the mage hand do to like grab the rabbit and snap its neck?
I think it
Spell
was
attack bonus.
grapple or something.
Yeah.
No.
Mine-
I failed
It
mine,
can't-
and then I had
It's
to
not
fireball
technically attacking so much
You
as
had a
just grabbing a
fireball
rabbit.
too.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
You're able to grab actually two fully grown rabbits with the mage hand and
Nice.
bring them out kind of kicking as they are like held against this like invisible hand.
Sorry, little fellers. Just quickly dispatches them.
Okay. You now have two additional rabbits. Each one's about 3 pounds each, the big fat rabbits, so you're able to get
Cool.
enough
If,
food.
if we hunt with fire, we could just kill the rabbits and cook them all in one.
Breath of the Wild style.
Now you just need to do like the time stasis and shield surf all the way to the last boss.
A forest of crispy KFC.
Mm.
Go.
So Graham will bring those back, and if we've got extra containers, we'll probably load up extra snow to have potable water when we don't have fresh snow.
Wise idea. Yeah.
I
You
actually
count
don't know
on
if you
Graham for wisdom like
have a lot
this.
of containers thinking about it.
Yeah.
Can we make a container of out of something like one of the animal's
How,
innards?
how
thought I
would
had
Hank
something
feel
here.
about holding water for us, literally?
Ooh, good question, Mr. Hank. Wake up, sir.
It ain't
Yeah.
a hand, motherfucker.
Mr. Hank, wake up. I have a question for you.
Yeah, Chungus, what's up?
How would you feel if we just like? Could you just hold on to a bunch of snow for us so we don't dehydrate and die?
What?
Yeah, could I just put like maybe 8 to 10 pounds of snow inside of you?
Wait, who is this? What?
There's a bag. We have a bag of holding.
You have a
It's really
mimic of
That's a lot.
holding.
It's a
And we also
sentient
have-
bag of holding?
We have a bag of holding, and we also have a mimic of holding that
Yeah.
eats hands.
That eats hands?
Yeah, we
Well,
haven't
it's
done
always
my
To
hand
be
Yeah.
yet.
fair, we haven't given him any hands yet.
It really wants to eat any humanoid that it can, essentially.
And it carries
But
things
we-
only if it feels like it?
It's my fanny pack, and it carries all of our stuff. Yeah.
It's a fanny pack. Of,
That's hilarious. You have to talk to your treasure chest and be like, please, can you please hold this for us? I beg of you, I'm holding everything.
I
That's
just wear it.
hilarious.
It's not. It doesn't belong to anyone. Hank is his own man.
Just so
We
happens
do
to be
need-
following
next
us.
time we kill like a living opponent, we do need to feed him some hands, though.
Yeah.
that's true.
It's been on the
We
bucket
owe-
list for a while now.
We owe him. We owe him.
So you wanna?
What team on the list
Let's see if this item slot wants to carry something for us.
Roll persuasion.
This is the best thing I've ever heard. Can you please hold this? I don't feel like it. You never appreciate me.
Basically right there.
So Chungus, you want to put a bunch of snow inside me?
I mean, yes. I'm asking you if that's
terrible.
okay, Hank. I wouldn't do it without first asking you. I know
Without
you don't.
consent.
You don't like to be, surprised.
Don't you
So
have
what
much?
else is in there? Are we going to get all our shit wet? What
I have no idea what's in there. I imagined in my mind
isn't there like a
to
fishing pole in there?
Compartmentalize everything inside there.
Yeah, there's like a fishing pole in there.
Oh, that's fine if it gets wet.
They're meant to get wet.
I mean, while this is going on, I'll take a small piece of the water and put it in my water skin. While my water skin does not argue with me. It just holds water. It does one thing.
Oh,
And
lucky
it doesn't wanna
you.
eat your hand.
Oh man, that's the best thing I've ever heard.
All right, whatever.
So what do you say, Hank?
And
Is
I
that
don't
going to
slap
get the
you,
rest of
Hank.
our shit wet?
Yeah, obviously.
We could take the fishing rod out and just put it in our normal pack.
I mean, it's your and Chungus's fishing rod, not any of us.
Oh yeah, that's right. I taught Chungus to fish.
Oh, yeah, it
Also,
was
once
like
you
a
put all the
father-son
snow inside
moment.
Hank and it melts, how are you gonna get it back out again? You just
We
know
can pour it
it.
out.
There
Yeah,
are
you should
rules to
throw it
Hank.
out.
No,
You
Hank
just
will
throw it
spit
up?
it out.
Is it like slimy when it's, or is it just like dry? Just
Hank's just like,
Right.
Chungus, I'll do this for you, but you have to promise me this isn't a sex thing.
The rules of Hank are he is a juvenile mimic who is been transformed into a bag of holding as well. So he can turn himself into any container shape that is, as big as a juvenile mimic is,
Okay.
while also having the same rules of a bag of holding.
Wow. He is my favorite character.
He's pretty good. We owe him some hands.
I will get him hands by the bucketful now.
Oh,
His,
is there gonna be like
awesome.
wings
We've
for
been
He's
us?
gonna start disappearing the homeless. I've already got
So let me
enough
get some-
problems trying
he
to
can
keep the
eat
cross
hands?
blades on the straight and narrow.
He asks for hands a lot. He's like, I need some hands.
So technically, he has two inventories. One is just his stomach.
Humor me this.
Maybe.
What if feeding him hands makes him grow so you can put more stuff in him?
Oh,
God.
Or it like breaks a curse and he like fucking kills us after.
it was like a mimic vault, but its attitude gets worse and worse as it don't want to hold anything anymore. That's awesome. I love Hank.
So wall of hands on the inside. The more hands you have, the more shit it holds.
That's actually a really cool Baroque as fuck idea for magic. I'm gonna remember that.
What,
That's
feed,
awesome.
Feed your mimic of holding hands so he gets bigger and
Hands,
destroys
yeah.
us all.
Yeah.
Just the idea of more hands, more holding. I will be right back. I need more coffee, but I
Yeah.
think we've got water and future food secure.
I remember who made Hank. I don't remember how I came up with necessarily the idea for Hank.
I think it's one of the greatest ideas ever. I just think
Yeah,
of it
okay.
as like an item slot with an attitude.
No, you can't equip this whole sword. I don't desire it.
Quick, Hank! I need a sword. No.
No, this is
What do
my.
I look like, a sword swallower?
This is my chaos blade now. You should have to
Imagine
fight
we
me.
like lose magical items in there. He only spits them out when we're really cornered and we need it.
Oh god, it'll just be like, hang on. Sorry,
It'll
I
be
ate
like
that. Sorry, I ate it. It looked like a hand.
that terrible movie Paycheck with Ben Affleck. He just like puts his hand in like a package and always gets the thing he needs. That's hilarious. Okay, cool, awesome character.
No one saw that, Robbie.
Nobody saw that. Yeah, I mean it's a B movie.
That's a Ben Affleck movie.
So if
It's
we're
an
all
old
set,
Ben
then,
Affleck movie and Uma Thurman. Yeah.
I am back.
so I
Sorry
think if
about
we're all set, we can start moving.
Yeah, so Hank opens up. You just see this like fanny pack lined with teeth, just like. All right, oh, I owe it. Put the snow in.
There's just like no non-vulgar way to do this.
Yeah, my jaw's getting
Thanks, Hank.
tired.
Granted, like,
Thanks,
glad I'm
Hank.
not in one of those really uptight kind of religions.
Can you try to just keep that in there for
Looks
us
like he's
for
stuffing a haggis.
as long as needed?
After a
I'm
few minutes,
horrified and horny at the same
you
time.
stuff Hank full of snow. Oh, all right, I'm a little full.
Thank you, Hank.
You're welcome.
You're my best friend, Hank. Oh.
All right, let us go now that we have sustenance and water. Oh, do we need to cook it or is it cooked?
We did that already. Yeah,
Yeah, we
that
stewed it up.
happened. Yeah.
So the whole scenario, like the whole thing, took about an hour to get the kindling, get the fire started, cook for an hour. So it's actually been more like 90 minutes to get everything done. It is about 7:30. The sun is up, peeking up above the horizon. Snow is starting to melt a little bit, as it is warm enough that the won't go away overnight or throughout the day, but it is starting to melt. And you have another 9 leagues ahead of you before you can get to the next checkpoint.
let's go. Now that we've got food and water sorted out, we don't have to worry about that as much during the day's travel.
Right.
So we should be able to make up some time not having to worry about that.
Okay.
Do we have any mounts, or is Zorse the only mount we have right now?
Nope, you were told you had to leave any mounts
okay.
behind. Basically, it was a foot race. Only what you find can be in the wilderness can be
Gotcha,
used.
gotcha. All right.
And we just happen to find an undead horse.
Yeah.
Feel free to
Oh,
ride on Chungus if needed. I'm as strong as an ox.
Now, do they ride on his back, or does he hold them like a
He
baby?
gives them
No, he's
piggyback
got like
ride.
a halfling carry platform.
Oh yeah, yeah, like in like one of those trolls. Yeah, like a troll.
All
All
right.
right, we hike on.
So, over the course of an hour, you're able to trek through the first 3 miles of the first league. 3 miles of the 9 you have to do before the next checkpoint. Around the time you get to the second league, you're hearing some sloshing.
Ooh,
Is it coming from the fanny pack?
sounds like somebody's sticking their fist into a can of beans.
Make a perception check.
I will make a perception.
Yeah, I'll make a perception check. Can I D4 myself for this?
Yes.
Eh.
Where's
Uh,
perception?
yeah. So, yep. Otto and Graham are able to determine that, yes, it is in fact coming from Hank. Every time Chungus walks,
no.
you hear the sloshing inside of Hank.
You all right, buddy?
Like water starts pouring out of his mouth.
Mr. Hank, you okay?
No.
I unzipped his pouch. Yeah, okay, go ahead. You just let it all out, mister. Let it all out. Don't worry about it.
All our water is gone.
Feel better. Feel better.
And you just see like a torrent of water spill out of Hank.
Chungus rubs him.
Should we be like
nurturingly.
cupping this water real quick? Just cup it.
It's
Okay.
warm, like about body temperature warm.
It's like
It basically
tea.
was bodily fluid. It is bodily fluid at this point.
Shit.
There's
Well, I'm sorry we did that to you, Hank. I wasn't thinking. I was only thinking about myself and how I might get thirsty at some point throughout the day.
That's okay, Chungus. I'm just gonna take a nap.
Are you going to survive?
I'll be fine.
I really want to store this, but my treasure chest is sleeping.
So I take it to mean that our clever solution for water is off the table.
That was a terrible solution. Our treasure chest is allergic to water. Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry. I just drowned the treasure chest. I didn't know.
We waterboarded Hank.
Damn.
Hank just like closes his eyes. As he just like makes his little Hank snores.
Well, shit.
Well, we lost our water.
Guess we better pick up the pace. See if we can find some water. At some point.
Okay.
Reckon we'll have to look for a stream then.
All right. So it's the start of the second of the 9 leagues you have to do. So go ahead, make a survival roll to see if you can maintain position and follow the trail you've been going to keep going north.
Can I D4 myself for this?
Yes, in this case you can.
Is this everybody?
Nope, just one person.
Oh, did Matt already did it? I
Yeah,
guess.
sorry, I
but-
didn't realize.
No problem. With this,
That's fine.
Graham's he goes out in the woods a lot, so you're able to find the trail that you want to follow, even with the snow over it. You're able to use the sun, like going up over the horizon, to establish where your position is. So you're able to keep going north.
Our map.
You do have a quickly drawn map that is actually
Nice.
relatively accurate. That
Yeah, I remember that.
Fiffle
now.
was able to do.
That'll be useful. Oh, hey, there's a Slay the Spire shirt for GDQ, Ian. I'll link
Oh,
it in
neat.
Discord.
I'll take a look.
Can I perform a 1 hour ritual while we're on the move, or does that do I have to be stationary for that?
You would have to be stationary to do an
Gotcha.
ritual.
And please don't do rituals in the middle of the road in towns.
That
I'll
was
let you
pretty.
figure out who did that one.
It worked out, didn't it?
You ratted yourself out. That was so funny.
Lucian is, I think, the absolute perfect disaster lawyer.
Lucian's just the perfect lawyer in every circumstance. I want him to represent me in any circumstance. He's a
Phoenix
master of
long.
bird law.
This is true.
You
This is
recall
true.
his book did get thrown into a fireplace because of that.
Lucian quickly just like conjures up an award and he just like shows it around like, yes, it's true. Look.
Fucking lion in Lionel Hutz.
9 out of 10 cat lawyers approve of the Lucian methodology.
That's where the myth 9 lives comes from. He literally saves you 9 out of 10 times.
But what happened? But what happened to the 10th guy? We won't speak of him.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Honestly, I think Lucian might be on his 8th night right now.
Just teetering.
It's so true.
He had one more, but he lost it in Drindir.
That was pretty damn close.
All right. So with Graham's help, you're able to keep your way on the trail. So you're able to continue along. Now you know that you are last place currently.
What?
There's a few.
We know that we're in last place.
We're just giving him a head start.
Is that what's happening, or are we really losing?
We are in last place, yes.
Yeah, we got it took some time to get the
Detoured.
map, and we got sidetracked with the white.
Our good nature detoured us. Yeah, our helpful nature caused us to get detoured.
I mean, to be fair, we also owe debts to a fucking living skeleton god.
That's true.
Why do we owe him debts again? How did we get
Because he
into
got us
this
out of the
contract?
Shadowfell.
He
Oh, all right.
also
It fixed
cast
it- it
Greater
fixed
Restoration on
years.
3 of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys like aged 100 years.
Yeah, we did get aged.
Did you guys reverse that?
Yeah.
Or are you still
That's
aging?
also part of
That's why you-
that's part of the payment.
Quick, necromancy yourself.
I'm
Okay.
trying, believe me. I'm not high enough level yet. I'll become a lich when I'm damn well ready.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I'm all up to speed with that. Why we owe favors. How do we get our orders for our favors?
Somebody
sends
showed up
people
to
randomly.
Graham, who's kind of our liaison for the undead in general, and was like, "Hey, favors owed, calling it in."
Gotcha.
All right. So what pace do you want to go at?
Should we pick it up a little bit?
No,
Yes,
Yeah.
last place.
no,
No. Moro.
not until
go on.
after. No, I think we should keep a steady pace until at least after the half. If there is potential for us to lose half movement, the earlier we mess that,
We
the,
we lost.
the higher
So
chance
we would-
have of going
Are we
slow.
still
for us to
exhausted?
to go to half no, so we
No,
were not
but
exhausted.
we-
So to go to half pace, we would have to get exhausted twice.
Yep.
We're at
So I
0
think
because we
should
rested.
do fast pace at the halfway mark, so that we do not get exhausted. We have two basically saves here. We have Zazors who can carry 2 of us, but
So
fail on the first check on League 2, then we are okay. But if we fail again, say on League 3, then we are half movement for the next 5 leagues.
But can't we just reset after every long rest?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
you
I'm
lose-
confused. Like what you're. So if
You lose a level of exhaustion per long rest. So if you have 2 levels and you take a long rest, you are down to 1 level
Yeah,
of
I
exhaustion.
But
don't
we have
know if-
0 right now. So if
Yep.
we like haul ass, we'll get 1 level of exhaustion.
if we
and then
fail,
we'll just
For 1 league
if we fail
out
the
of
Constitution
another
check,
7.
Yeah, and then you also have 9 more after that, and then you have to go all the way back.
Oh shit.
I would
Yeah.
say if maybe we save our burst for near the end when we're going to be stopping to rest anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Alright.
we're not ever going to have to face down.
Maybe we can acquire more mounts on the way to the halfway mark, so we can just
We'll try.
really haul ass.
But I think around 50 to 60% we start bursting, and then again at 75-80% we do a secondary burst.
We make a sled and we hook it up to the Zorse. Come on now.
We technically
Could work.
could. It would just take probably way longer than it would take to pay off.
All right, we'll think of something. Maybe we'll find like
Our
a.
conjurer needs to gain a level so he can summon bigger, better shit.
You could make a 3-foot sled. You could put Roxanne on it.
But
She's
then
not.
she'll have to put on the
Roxanne.
red light.
Roxanne is gonna be on the sled.
Yeah, exactly. You pull Roxanne.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay.
So
She
I would
doesn't
say
pull you.
let's not forget that idea, guys, because sled pulled by zombie horse is
Sick.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. we can either find more mounts. I mean,
God, imagine everything being normal in Voxfall, and then the cross blades show up in all of this shit.
they show up on like a sled.
The
being pulled by a
crossblades
horse.
changed things.
Pulled
Like
by
they have, like,
zombies with a fucking
A
water
chest that keeps
vomiting
throwing up water.
mimic chest fanny pack.
Is your fanny pack okay? Yeah, it's just sick.
On that note, holy shit, you just gave me an idea.
Oh no.
Conjure sled, you had it all along.
Maybe.
Ooh, is that the packs? I got the packs as well.
Yes, it is.
Ooh,
The PAX 3.
nice.
Yep.
I
These
love it.
fancy boys.
So what? We're saving the burst till the end.
What's the idea you had, Morrow? What are you conjuring?
Hold on. Just let me consult my spellbook.
You have spells like that?
You almost didn't have a spell book.
He cast the
I
spell.
heard
Gauntlet.
he almost got it taken away.
Yeah,
Yesterday
he's had
he was like,
PTSD about it ever since.
I need to figure out a way to tattoo
Very
these
good.
spells on my body so they can't take them. Oh,
Look,
can you do that?
You can, but
Yeah,
let's
but
be
I'm a cat.
honest.
Until
get
they
a
de-
skin
cat,
you.
so I'm
you
not
know what they
gonna
would do?
take
They
that
would
out.
deform your body.
That flay you.
Yeah.
It's much harder to flay than it is to like steal a spell
Legend
book.
has it the howls of Lucian
It's been
can
a
still
while,
be
but
heard at the middle of night in Boxfall.
remember, there is in fact somebody doing that in Voxfall,
What?
Okay.
flaying people.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do we have some rope?
I got rope for you.
There should be at least one person with 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, I got
Yep.
I got some hempen rope.
Got your fucking rope.
Got your fucking rope right here.
I've got it.
Whose horse is that?
Because we can tie the horse to the rope, and then I can make a floating disc that holds 500 pounds. And then if we somehow fashion a seat of nature for a few people, like horizontally on the disc, then we
Yes.
can this, and the
I
disc
like this idea.
at 20 meters, no matter what speed I go. So technically, I have a floating sled if we want to try this.
Let's
If
fucking
nothing
just
else,
fucking-
we could probably use that for anybody who gets too exhausted to carry on at full pace.
Right. Definitely that.
I can
But-
see Ian's just
The
like, you
horse.
fuckers.
Well, it's a clever idea.
Floating sled? Hell yeah, that's a great idea.
It's a clever idea. 500 pounds would probably be like 3 of you.
Plus, you can get on the horse, 2 people.
Jesus, this horse is gonna die. There's a lot of people. Well, it's
so,
already
so,
dead.
So you're very close. You have 6 people. 2 of them could fit on the horse. 3 of them could probably fit on the disc and be below the 500 pound limit. But you still have one more person who can't.
No, we can make whoever's the freshest could stay on foot.
We can switch off. Well, how fast does the horse go?
I think it goes at regular horse speeds.
It goes
should be
like
pretty zippy.
40 feet per round. It can also dash. Actually, can an undead horse dash? I don't know. I made it up. I'm the one who came up with its stat block. I guess it should be able to. Everything else can dash.
Now,
And
now
I
we
can
just have to
mentally
make like a
command it
sled
at
for
will
one
with
person.
animate dead. Cool.
Just a set of skis. You don't even
I
need
need
a
an-
sled now.
The problem is I need an hour. I do not have this spell prepared.
Oh,
Oh,
let's
you'd actually
During
need.
our rest next time we stop.
Can you do
To
that with a
solve your
short
problem,
rest?
while you prepare that spell, I'll just summon Reginald. Sir Reginald.
Oh shit! Wrong thing.
But
What's
I
that?
thought we said
My
that
horse.
illegal.
hell yeah.
that I won the horse competition with.
The
So
greatest
that
horse in
everybody's
all the
accounted for
land,
on
it is
amount at
known.
that point.
I feel like they're gonna be hella pissed at us, even though we followed.
Well, this is a great. We're in a race
Listen,
and we're
we
not using
obeyed.
mounts. Hell yeah.
We obeyed.
We
the
did have a
rules.
handicap with the white. It's true.
We're only evening the playing field
Mm-hmm.
significantly.
Let's see here.
I
Prepare.
just see Matt look at the camera like
I just want to
significantly.
check something.
But the speed, let's continue this discussion. The speed of the horse is 40, and nobody here is faster than 30. So nobody would be able to keep up.
Anyway,
Well, no, he can summon a horse.
I can summon Sir Reginald. Remember?
I thought we said that was illegal.
No, I just couldn't bring him like
Right.
at the
Summon him.
start. I can
So
summon
we
him
have 2 horses. Let's go. We have room for everybody.
in a
Okay.
damsel in
So
distress.
we had a
because horse-
debate. It wasn't going to work.
Anyway,
Uh,
we
we're
got to
gonna
get
what?
to the next long
What's
rest. That's the point.
What was that, Fiffle?
And I only need an hour. If it's gonna be us traveling for the rest of the day, well, we can make up what 30% boost on speed for an
I
extra
mean, I just need 10 minutes.
and less risk of almost no risk of exhaustion other than the horse. The horse might die.
If we can all ride on the horses, that's fine. I thought we were talking about this last week, and it was a no-go. We couldn't all fit on the horses.
Yeah, but he came up with the disc idea, which would carry
I have
3
a
people.
floating
2
disc.
on the horse
Oh,
and 2 on.
He has a
Ben's floating
weightless-
disc of some kind?
Yeah, so
he's
he's
got a
got so
weightless
it's
disc.
3 on the disc, 2 on the on Zor's, and then me on mine, which is would cover 6 people.
Yep.
I love it. Let's do it.
It's a great idea.
Okay.
We're just waiting on final word from Ian whether he approved.
Well, if the spell doesn't need to be prepared, because I'm assuming this is Tensor's floating disc.
I think there was some kind of difference between the two when I was looking up the spells.
What was the spell?
It says it's just floating disc.
That might just be the genericized version because Tensor's floating disc is copyrighted.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, it's a casting time, 1 action, range 30 feet, holds up to 500 pounds. Yeah. Okay. Yep. This is the one. So you can actually cast this as a ritual.
Ah, that's
That would
the
make it
hour.
take longer.
It would take 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual.
So mine would also be 10
10
minutes. So
minutes?
we
Oh.
would get both at the same time.
Yeah.
This one, uh,
The other thing is preparing a spell that you do not have prepared would take a long rest. So if you wanted to prepare it, it would take 8 hours to do.
oh, so it
Which
has to
would-
be.
Which
has to
means
be
we
just
would
the
have
general.
had to do this whole trek.
Yeah, so you could do it as a, you could cast it as a ritual, no problem.
Ian, my question is, wouldn't Sir Reginald just like naturally try to follow me? So he would have been like going out of the city on his own. So I don't know how that would work.
If you had told him to, then yes, but you had told him to stay at the
Yeah.
at the city, and your telepathic link breaks, or at least
After, like-
isn't work after a mile.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, as far as Sir Reggie knows, he needs to stay.
I mean,
But
well, I
as
can
you
sum-
told him, you can cast the ritual again to resummon him to your current location.
yeah. So that's what
That's
I was
awesome.
gonna do anyway.
How'd you get this?
ritual of the horse.
Level 5 paladin.
class feature.
It's
sick.
specifically a paladin spell.
That's awesome.
Oh, but it is a spell, right? It's not like a real.
It is a spell. He would have to expend a spell slot to cast it.
Worth it.
Should we try this? It sounds like it might work.
Yeah, let's do this. Why not? Let's win this race.
Dude,
I can
Okay.
help casting a spell.
I can help as well if you guys need.
Mine's like 10 minutes. I don't know what.
All right, I will perform the ritual of the floating disc.
Okay. All right.
Just
So,
making a pizza pie.
let's see here, 3 feet
You know
in
what
diameter,
Otto
1
does?
inch thick.
He does the Emmett's out like hand snap.
Oh yeah.
Sir Reginald just shows up.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Okay. Just reading the rest of it.
I just learned about Emmett Selk, by the way. I heard you
Oh,
say
you're
that.
in for a treat.
You
So-
are in for a very big treat.
Yeah.
Have you seen the how he casts magic? Like how he does a hand?
No, I literally just heard. I just finished Stormblood. I just heard of him.
Okay. So
But
when you
I
see
heard
him
he's
cast magic, that's like what Otto does. He just does it like a hand, like finger snap.
Morrow's.
All right. So after 10 minutes of both Otto and Lucian casting their spell, you have a beautiful white horse that is appeared in front of Otto, as well as a translucent um, disc that is the size of a large plate, 3 feet in diameter, and is floating 3 feet above the ground. It's a 1 inch thick.
Nice.
Right. We take our. I'll get on the floating disc.
Okay. Do you sit on the floating disc?
Yep.
You sit on the floating disc, taking up near full of the 3 feet of diameter.
I don't sit on the floating disc. I stand on it.
Okay. There's
with one leg.
We're
We need
all
enough
gonna
room.
hold each other's arms on the floating disc while leaning back to counterbalance it. No, this is what I was saying. If we fashion some sticks, like
Like a platform on it. an
yeah,
extended-
like put a quick platform over the length of it to extend it for 3 seats.
just can't be too heavy because it.
Sir
500
Reginald and Otto are just like looking at you guys watching, trying to get on this disc.
I'm trying to find a very specific image of what I am envisioning riding a floating disc to be like.
Because I figure Graham is is pretty much leading his horse,
So I'm
his Zorse.
we're fucking up. This is only for an hour. This stupid disc. I am fucking up.
Oh, the disc is only up for an hour.
Yeah, I just saw it's only up for an hour. Maybe we save this for if
What are you guys gonna be running?
keep moving.
Can you recast the disc? I mean,
I can, but we'll have like.
It doesn't use a spell slot to cast it as a ritual.
Oh, really?
At least I don't believe it does. Let me double check because I just want to make sure.
You
But
just have
I-
to recast it every hour, 10
4
minutes.
hours, and well, actually, I can upcast it as well, but it will leave me out of battle if we do this.
There we go.
I can't wait to see this.
Where?
What is this in Zoom?
What is this?
This is what it's like to use a floating disc as a mount.
It's complicated and there's a lot of moving parts here, especially since it's just a disc with no moving parts.
It just goes where you look.
I have to double check my book because
would
now I
follow Steve,
cannot,
it
for
would
the
be-
life of me, remember. Spellcasting. Just 1 second. Okay. Certain spells have a special tag ritual. Such a spell can be cast following the normal rules. Spellcasting takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal. So technically, it took 10 minutes and 6 seconds. Sorry if I didn't technically say that. It also doesn't
do it.
expend a spell slot, which is what I suspected, which
nice.
means
Okay.
the
says
ritual
that?
version of a spell can't be cast at a higher level.
Oh,
You just get the base version.
Yeah.
that's not-
Yeah, so this did not take up one of your spell slots.
All right. So the math on this is we need to invest 10 minutes per or
10 minutes every hour.
25% movement speed if this plan works. But we do need to figure out a platform to put on the platform, a seating arrangement for the platform for the
You
disc.
got,
Wait a minute. So it takes 10 minutes to get 25% more
movement speed
Hour.
for the
per hour. That's
We
fine.
move 30. The horse can move.
Wait a minute. That is.
It's a 33% increase.
That's a good increase.
yeah, I think we come out ahead.
So let's
Even,
do
even
that.
losing 10 minutes an hour, we come out ahead.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
by
The two-
5 minutes, though. We would only be ahead by 5 minutes.
Come out ahead.
Even more than
Event is ours.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing the math right, but all right, it's fine. We'll be ahead.
I mean, we're in a race. 5 minutes is.
Fuck it. 5 minutes is 5 minutes.
Race. Yeah. Per hour. Per hour.
Right.
Think about it because you can also maybe possibly go like a
And
little
we
further.
reduce the risk of exhaustion to 0, other than the horse.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I think that's a great idea. Let's just do that.
let's just go.
Okay. So you currently still have the floating disc, as well as 2 horses that are mystical in nature.
I want to ride the disc.
So, me and Fiffle are on the disc so far.
Okay, so you're both
Should
standing on the
prob-
disc.
You should probably have Chungus on the horse because he might take up a lot of space on this.
Yes.
Can show
The-
why
the
Chungus
disc
just
needs
walk
to
next to
follow
the
me.
horse? He's very stout.
If Chungus would like to go next to the horse, he can do so.
Give somebody else a seat on the horse.
Wait, what? No, we need to put you on the horse, Chungus.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, boss.
And I will ride with you. Me and Chungus on the horse. The disc will follow me.
Are you going to sit on my lap, Lucy?
I will, because you need to hold me. You need to hold the rope around your waist.
I will hold you close.
I will lead the
no,
horse.
no.
I will lead the horse. They will have the rope around your waist and hold on to it. And Otto will be on his horse. And
You
then
know, I
So
have
Reginald is like
kitty
looking at
once,
this, and
Lucy.
he's like, "Are they really? Are they normally this weird?" And I'm like talking to him like, "Yes."
Why would you put
Unfortunately,
the
I
rope
hugged him
around
a little
Chungus?
too hard.
Put it around the horse.
the horse is already going to be pulling the weight of 5 people. And I guess we can attach it to the saddle.
Yeah.
There actually isn't a saddle. The
Oh, shit.
Okay. So
Not on Zorse, no.
you haven't
will
gotten
fish
one for
it.
him yet.
Chungus. Chungus doesn't care. He's very strong.
No,
Yeah, Chungus
I've got
can
a
pull it.
really strong bottom.
Yes. He does lots of squats.
I do. And it's got a lot of calluses on it.
And the
too.
disc floats and is magical, so it's not like it's any additional strain on the horse, right?
Not too much, because it's basically a frictionless device, but the horse would have to pull the weight of 5 people initially, and then can use what's the word?
But
Like
Momentum.
yeah, the
Clutch.
momentum, but the what's the word?
We gotta pop the clutch.
Inertia. He
Acceleration.
can use the inertia to keep the disc
Yeah.
going.
All right.
For me, let's try it.
And we still need to figure out how to get these 3 on the floating disc. 3 feet. 3 feet in diameter.
we'll all counterbalance each other on one leg. Done.
Could 3 people sit on the edges?
For an hour at a time.
3 foot in diameter.
Oh, in diameter.
So who's
yeah.
on the thing?
Yeah, it's not huge.
Who's on the-
It's-
I would say
Can we put 2 on Otto's horse?
That's why I was asking.
and then it can
bam.
be on the disc somebody in Fiffle, because Fiffle will take up at least form factor.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay.
Well, you guys, that's why we were just kind of staring at you guys, waiting for one of you to figure it out.
So
That's exactly what we'll do. We'll put one of the 4 people on horses. 2 and 2.
Two and two on horses, and then 2 on the disc.
Yeah.
Okay. So who is on what?
I'm
I
on a
guess I'll
disc.
ride Zorse.
Okay. Graham is on his horse.
Biffle is riding on the disc, sort of posed, singing "A Whole New World" from.
Aladdin.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fiffle, please make a performance check.
Okay.
Oh, this will be good.
I'd like to show you the world.
Can I D4 him so he sings really well?
Shining shiver.
This is a little bit more
Roxanne has to pee.
Okay, yeah, it's
a
more,
little bit more off the cuff.
Yeah.
From the heart.
It's okay.
not
It's
bad.
not a bad song. Like
Not bad.
yeah.
I think
You're a little
Chungus should
pitchy,
also.
but
I think
I like
Chungus should also jump in because he would when he hears singing.
Does
Don't you
Chungus?
dare close your eyes. Ugh.
I used to do this back in the gladiator pits.
He would
Anyway.
Chungus would sing show tunes.
Yes. Anyway, so what are we?
Okay, so Graham is on Zorse.
Chungus is with Graham, I think.
I would give Chungus. Maybe Chungus can sit on the disc with Fiffle, like the lap configuration.
I
Okay.
believe it is currently Kaito and Fiffle on the disc.
Okay.
I like that idea though. I can get off the disc and have Chungus
That
Okay.
might work better.
He's like a good
No,
platform. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
steady.
Platform
hill.
on his
That
own.
was kind of what I
Has
was
a lot
thinking,
of-
like a,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
tower
okay.
formation, like a triangle.
Chungus has a lot of stamina though. He can
I'll
walk
get on Zorse
beside
with
the horse.
with
But not at the right speed.
Stamina's not a factor at the moment; it's speed.
Chungus
Understood,
can
understood.
dash if you would like to.
They don't
No.
get tired and defeat the purpose of making
No.
ghetto ass necro disc chariot configuration.
All right, so we have Chungus and Fiffle on the disc,
I'll
Graham-
get on Zorse with Graham.
and
That works
Kaido
for me.
on Zorus. Okay. And then I'm
Otto's
assuming
got
it's
Rebecca.
Lucian and Otto on Sir Reggie.
Yeah.
Don't pickpocket the divine horse.
All right.
That was a lot of logistics.
That was self-inflicted logistic by you guys.
I mean, it always is.
Like the remember the counterfeit discussion where it took the whole day.
All right. So yeah, you're able to take off on Sir Reggie and Zorse, Chungus and Fiffle on the disc, and you're able to move at a very good pace as you continue on across the land, through the woods. It gets a little bumpy. Let's see here. And yeah, it does actually get very bumpy and kind of twisted. The trees are not the best for riding horses through, so just go ahead and give me an animal handling check from both Graham and Otto, please.
Can I deform myself for that?
Yeah, for your respective horse.
I knew the animal handling was going to come up eventually.
Does it
so-
help at all that I can literally command Source?
In this case, it's more like helping Zorse keep his balance. Well, Zorse will do exactly what you tell him,
Yeah.
like a
but-
computer will.
Yeah, fair play.
You're able to keep your footing. The only problem is that Graham and Zorse get a little off center from Lucian
Oh boy.
and Otto. So
Oh,
you
no.
have a rope attached to Zorse, which is attached to the disc, and then Lucian gets 20 feet away from the disc itself, and it starts pulling, and the rope catches on a tree
Oh no.
and pulls off. Actually, Chungus, go ahead and give me an athletics to see if you can or a dexterity save. I'm sorry, to see if you can maintain balance, and Fiffle too, please.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Chungus is fine. Chungus is light on his feet.
Platform.
Mister, I've done plenty of ollies in my time.
I was a gladiator, mister. I used to ride on a tiger.
you know-
so
do you know
have you
where
ever
those-
ridden on a tiger?
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was Chungus jumping out of the
This is a
windows
freak
and landing
size
from
platform.
from the husbands of the all his admirers.
Can Chungus attack? Oh, the other is Chungus the only one that needs to do this? Okay.
It was gonna be Fiffle too, please.
Okay, what am I doing?
Dex save.
Are we gonna fall off the disc?
Maybe.
I'm going to attempt to save you with my critical success.
It's fine. Fiffle
You're
passes
good.
as well.
Yeah, you're good.
I
too. You're
suspected
extraordinarily
you might.
dexterous. Yeah.
So, it does slow everything down as Zorus catches with the rope gets tangled up.
Damn it.
So currently Zorus is stuck by a rope on a tree.
All right, let's. I will back him up a little bit, unloose the rope from around his neck, and then unwind it from the tree, and then remount him and repeat.
Okay. So not a big.
Actually, probably just bring it through the forest, through the thick of the trees, by hand, or just guide it by hand
All right.
until we've got a straightaway again.
So
Let's all stay very, very close, please.
you're able to get through by slowing down a little bit. You're able to keep up a good momentum on the horse, so you're also not, using any of your energy to continue traveling. But eventually you do get through the thicket of trees, and you are able to pass through another league. You are now in the third of the 9 leagues for your second stretch, at which point you are to it's a wide river. It's about 30 feet across. mostly iced over.
Uh-oh.
But you can definitely see like the water going underneath the river, like underneath the ice of the river.
Okay. I
How
would
deep does the
suggest
river
we
look?
lead the horses over and do it from a rope from a distance. So it's only one thing's weight at a time.
Okay.
And then once we've secured a safe trip over, we can use the rope to pull the disc back over, and just they can hover right over the river.
Mm.
All right. Go ahead and make an animal handling check, please, for the first horse to go over.
Okay.
I can assist. I can assist with that and give advantage.
So the river is 30 feet.
It is 30 feet wide.
So, who's gonna? You want to go first?
Sure.
Why
Okay,
don't
so
I?
Can Chungus come back and help the assess both horses?
Yeah, Chungus can help Graham. Okay.
Why doesn't Lucian go 15 feet into them and pass everyone over with the floating disc?
Can Chungus assist me too when he comes back?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I'll
So
deform myself.
Zor's puts a hoof onto the ice and he kind of just steps right through into the water.
Ah, hell.
The ice looks pretty thin at this point.
How far can this floating disc go away from you? Wow.
20 feet. So if I stand 15 feet in the river, I can ferry everyone over 20 feet, a distance of 40
When we get back over, so we
70.
switch Morrow
Huh.
and Rami on
Right.
the horses because of the
I
distance.
think Occam's razor here is probably just ferrying people back and forth using the disc and people on both sides with the rope. Like, even the horses, you could arguably like drape the horse over the front of the disc and then drag it across the riverbed if it's too deep for it to walk through.
Yeah.
What does the horse think about this?
Well, one of them is under the command of Graham, so he doesn't have a choice.
He just like
And he's
unsummon and
undead.
resummon on the other side of the.
And Reggie is
Like
like,
10
you
minutes.
know,
Wait.
Otto's trusted and loved companion.
Yes. So
Yeah, let's just have
We're good to go.
let's just have the cat float us over
Actually,
one by one or two by two.
I don't think that will work. The
don't
disc,
you have a flotation spell?
but I can't control it. So I would have
Oh, you
to.
can't control it? Oh fuck. All right,
No,
then
sorry. So I would have to go back and forth with somebody every time.
we just use Graham's idea of using the rope, and we just get on the floating disc and pull ourselves over.
Yeah,
That's a good
just
idea.
like
Start
a
with persons
ferry
first.
on ropes.
Yeah, just like that. One by one, two by two, whatever we need to do.
How much does a horse weigh?
A horse is about a ton.
That's a big ass horse.
Yeah.
Like let's say half a ton. It's like maybe
It's-
500
okay.
to 800 pounds.
This is the olden days. You know
Yeah,
they
that
don't
sounds
make
about right.
like they used
But we can
to.
unsummon and resummon, right?
Not
Fine.
Zors.
Not Zors.
Zors is a
Not Zors.
physical zombie.
That's also
Yeah,
another
I
spell
think
slot for me.
Graham's the only one that can do that, and it costs him a level 3 spell slot like every so
Oh,
often.
all right.
Plus, I would need to bring his body over. However, what was I gonna say? Since we're doing this shuttle thing, while others are doing that and we're doing it one at a time, Graham will look for a shallow crossing. He might be able to direct his horse across.
Okay. Go ahead, make a this would be a nature check to see if you could use like your your knowledge of nature to determine if you can determine where a shallow crossing is. Yep. So using your knowledge of nature, you are able to figure out where a shallow crossing would be. So you're able to see a section of the river that it's wider, but it is shallower, and the river does not appear to be going as quickly. Like the water is not going down as quickly as it was at the section you had come across.
Okay,
It
so
takes
it's
you,
less
like-
treacherous, but...
Yeah, it takes you like 5 minutes to find it.
Okay. Graham will actually, if Graham's going last in the order, he could probably forward here and help on the other side just in case.
Okay.
Can I go through that same area too?
Yeah. I'm assuming Graham would probably tell everybody where it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can, I guess, help over there, like pulling.
That way we can get the horses across, and that's the hardest part. The rest is literally just the disc.
All right.
It's also
So
around this point another an hour has passed and the disc dissipates.
Is anybody on it when it dissipates?
It would probably be Chungus and Fiffle.
I'm
Not
right.
that you go too far. You
Oh,
fall
my
3 feet.
ass.
These things happen.
Well, that was fun. I liked riding on that thing, whatever it was. It was weird.
I think I saw God
Reminded
in
me
his
of a
head.
dream I had where I was riding on a lollipop.
Wow, Chungus. Sounds like a nice dream.
My dreams are often colorful and pleasant, Piffle.
I find myself crestfallen with each awakening. Well, let's resume fording. Do we want to?
Yeah, let's resummon disc. Let's
Do we want to just make the crossing using the horses in the safe-ish Y point and then summon it
Yeah.
on the other side, so we don't have to waste logistical time on it?
True. We don't have to resummon the disc either.
Because
Yeah,
we're
let's
not
do
getting
that.
the advantage of the disc's speed. And if we found another way across with nature, then we can use that to just kind of analog it, then get back over.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And that way we can recast the disc on the far side and not have to fuck with losing time on the river crossing.
Yeah. I think that works because it would take time to go back and forth for a person.
And we can use the horses as, I assume, if balance isn't an issue, the horses are just a little safer and easier than like letting a halfling try to ford a river.
You're not sure how deep it is here, but you do know it's at least a little shallower, and the river current is less than it was upriver.
I was surprised that having a halfling ford a river was something you were thinking about suggesting.
No, quite the opposite. I was going to tie the rope around you and then just kind of start walking.
Ah.
Sin is going to poke a hole in like the edge of the river and send a little mage hand down to see if he can just see the depth of said river bed.
Yeah. The mage hand goes down. Where in the river are you doing it?
So like just right before we cross in this like shallow area, just gonna like poke a hole right in the, or is this a bad idea? Poke a hole right at the edge.
I mean, if it's going to fall through, then I'd rather it be a tiny magical poke of like 5 pounds.
Right?
This ice is pretty rotten, and the mage hand goes right through it without any trouble. It goes down about a foot at this section you're at.
Cool. I say we advance with the
Step it
horses and we just
forward.
pad out with the people who can cast mage hand over and over for free. Just kind of test the ground in front of us to make sure we're not going to step into a sudden deep.
Okay. So, who enters in first?
You can also ray of frost to fortify this ice a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. I'll go with one. I'll take a 1. Yeah. Fuck it.
I guess Graham will go with Zorse.
All right. Graham is on Zorse, and you're going first, Graham?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yep. The ice, you get an idea, it probably couldn't even hold a person's weight as Zorse steps in.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Like, the first step was kind of a put your foot down without putting your weight on it yet.
And then he wades in. So Zorse is still at the bank, or the bank of the river, and goes in about 1 foot. Doesn't react to the water.
Okay. Take another step. Using mage hand casts between steps to pad out in front.
As you're going in, the water gets deeper and deeper. Around the middle of the river, it is about 6 feet deep.
Okay. Shit.
How far are you in the river?
halfway.
About
You're halfway.
On the
And
ice.
then it just drops off to 6 feet.
Yeah. So horses are pretty tall. Graham's legs would be in the actual water if he doesn't tuck them up. So the water would reach to about Zors's neck.
It's pretty rough.
I got an idea. We can we could still go to Plan B and use the whole entire ferrying technique with the rope. We just need somebody to get to the other side, right?
Yeah.
I can use Misty Step,
Ah,
Once.
and I mean this is a good opportunity where we can just
Sure.
jump
Actually,
over
does
with the rope tied around me.
so does Misty Step actually take what you're riding?
No.
I just need to take the rope
Thing
over.
to get the rope over to help pull from the other side.
Yeah, just to tie it on something, and then we could just use the floating disc ferry technique, I guess.
Because I also have Misty Step.
Oh, there you go.
We
Will
use
the
that
rope
shit
come with
all
us
the
during
fucking
Misty
time.
Step, or is it
Do you remember
just
that,
me?
Jeremy?
what's that?
The
Remember
rope.
Duty's horrible abuse of Misty Step?
That does ring a bell, actually.
The rope would, if you're holding the rope, it comes with you. If you're
Okay.
holding one end of the rope and you have somebody else holding the end, it's going to get bisected.
Okay, so
And
we
don't
would
think
have
you
to
can use
coil-
this as an attack, because it doesn't say it.
So can I Misty Step over there with my horse?
Just take the rope and throw it back over to us.
Yeah, true. I could do that.
While we're checking that out, if I keep using Mage Hand to feel around the bottom, is it 6 feet all the way across?
It looks like at its deepest, directly in the center, it is 6 feet deep. With it getting shallower as you get to the very banks. So it goes from like about a foot deep, and then it
Okay.
slowly gets to 6 feet deep.
So it's a pretty smooth and steady 6 feet all the way across the mid. There's no finding a shallower point.
Not where you currently are.
Okay. Graham can also actually let's just do Misty Step, but Graham can also get off of Zorse in the shallows and direct Zorse over through the 6-foot neck thing, and they should be fine.
Okay. Misty Step would only affect the person casting it.
Yeah, no. Like somebody Misty Steps and also the horse is over there.
Yeah, I'm just answering Ed's question because he was wondering if he could Misty Step with his horse. No, Misty Step only lets you go.
Okay,
Ed.
great. So let's do that. I should Misty Step over with the rope, throw it over, while Zorse also kind of walks through.
Okay, so the water is this section of the river is it's wider, so it's about 40 feet across.
Ooh, I can only Misty Step 30 feet.
Yeah.
So come
Like
over
10
to the
10, 15.
center where I'm at, like wade in on the safe path we took.
Yep. Okay, so I'll walk over.
All
I'll
right.
do the same, and I'll Misty Step
The
over, and I'll have.
water is really cold, really, really cold.
How cold is really cold?
It's just above freezing.
That's cold.
You're gonna have two people on Zorse, right? So you can direct Zorse back. Let's both get on him, get 10 feet over, and then I'll just Misty Step off of Zorse.
Okay.
You travel there, Misty Step to the other side. Your boots are a little cold, but for the most part, you're all right.
We're good.
Yeah, I'll get about 15 feet. I'll Misty Step over, and Reggie will just do what he always did his whole life and just do dumb shit and then come over.
Reggie is telepathically tells you this water is freezing.
Yeah, didn't stop you back in the day, did it though?
Maybe you should. Maybe I'll Misty Step over next time and you walk through.
Well, if you could, do it.
Maybe I will.
Go ahead, Misty Step. I'm waiting. Show me you can Misty Step.
We have too many sentient equipment pieces.
He
of
heads back
equipment.
to the other side. There you go. I Misty Stepped. Cool, huh?
I know. And while everybody does that, I'll just summon him over here.
No, Reggie goes over just to taunt you for a moment, but then he does cross the river to you.
Give him some food, even though he's.
Technically, he's an angel. He's an angel horse.
I know he could just
Angel
float over.
food.
Angel food. He eats evil, so yeah, your food's over there, and I'd like point at Lucian.
Lucian is still on the other side of the bank where you originally were. The other side of the river.
I will throw the rope.
Okay. Go
one
ahead,
end of the rope.
make
to the other
an
side of the river.
athletics check to see if you can just kind of yeet the rope to the other side while
Oh, yeah,
holding
we're
one.
good with that. Athletics.
Yeah, that's fine. You're able to get the rope over. You just kind of whip it, and it goes about 3/4 the distance. Hits the ice. The rope is actually light enough that it doesn't crack to the ice, and it skips across. So the rope's about 5 feet before. Yeah, I said 3/4. It's just a little approximate, but it's about 5 feet from the edge to be grabbed.
And
Lucian's gonna mage hand grab that rope.
Lucian grabs the rope and pulls it over to himself.
magic is dope.
It is.
So you
It's like,
currently
hey, do you want
have.
to risk dying on this? No.
So they created like this icy water path after breaking through the ice here in this section.
Yeah, this area is pretty. Like, the ice here is basically gone.
Lucian is just gonna stand at the edge of this icy path, looking down, contemplating,
Stomach wise.
being like, "Nope, fuck the water. I'm a cat." So when they put their foot through with the horse, it immediately sunk through. It was
Yep.
Yeah, it just wouldn't even hold a human's weight. Honestly,
Wouldn't
I'd
hold a
rather
human's
just
weight.
consider the ice not there and stomp right through it.
Just float. Do you not want to do the floating disc?
I
I
mean,
don't think I do want to do the floating disc, but I don't actually think it would work because the floating disc just follows me. It's not like it will move if I don't move. I can't control it. It's just like a puppy dog. It will.
Yeah, but
follow.
you're ferrying your way over with the rope, so you can kind of.
But I would have to be in front of it for it to follow me now.
Oh, it strictly says it just follows you.
It says it is immobile unless I move, and it stays within 20 feet of me if I can. And if it can't, it will last for another 100 feet. And if it can't do that, then it dies. So I mean, I guess I'll try, but I don't think that it would. I'll leave that to Ian, I guess.
You could attempt it, but it's going to stay within 20 feet of you, and it will not go 20 feet further from you.
Oh, whatever. Let's just try this. I will reconjure the floating disc. So
Okay.
we're gonna have the other side anyway, and see if I can ferry myself across with the floating disc.
All right.
we can
Over,
secure the
like, an
rope on
icy
both
bar.
ends, so somebody can hold it up, and you could either climb across or
Okay.
disc across, just pulling yourself.
Not over this water part though. Like move up just a little bit on the river, so I can do it on some ice.
Okay. So you just go onto the ice, and then I assume you would have the rope get like moved down a bit.
Jeff feline agility.
Yeah, that's
just,
what I mean. Like
sprint
move
across.
the rope down from that like water path, so I can float over the ice and not the water.
Okay. All right. You pull yourself. Stay on the disc. You start pulling yourself along the rope, and the disc punches through the water or through the ice and just kind of skates 3 feet above the bottom of the river, getting your paws wet.
Yeah, as soon as that happens, I stop. Gentlemen, you will have to go on without me. This is where I stay.
What happened? Did you get a little bit wet?
Yes, I don't fuck with the water.
How tall is Lucian?
Out of options.
How high is the water?
The
deepest
water
part is 6 feet,
I mean, Chungus, you could just ride on Chungus's shoulders.
and Chungus will just be on the floating disc.
No, I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. Lucian strength and just starts power swimming through the ice.
All right, Lucian jumps into the river. It is incredibly cold, just above freezing, and
You or
Lucian
die.
is in the water. Go ahead, make an athletics check to see if you can like swim. The current isn't as strong, but there is still a current.
A little cat.
I've got the rope still, though.
Meow.
It's a lower DC as you pull yourself. I just want to see how long it's going to take you.
He didn't make it.
Ooh,
Oh bother.
What did you get?
Okay,
It hasn't
I'm gonna-
loaded on my side yet.
It hasn't loaded.
I'm
Okay.
gonna prepare a lucky.
Okay.
What the heck?
Okay.
14, okay.
Okay.
So
I
it's
saw
not-
just a 14. So he wrote another one after that?
No.
No, I'm saying I was preparing for a lucky, so he wouldn't start like telling me the outcome before I rolled lucky.
it's just taking a quick peek at something.
As Lucian rose, before he says lucky, is like he is swept away by the current and taken to his watery death. That's what you were trying to prevent.
You've died.
So it takes about a minute or so, like, to pull yourself through the rope. Like, not only are you pulling yourself along the rope, you're also kind of swimming, fighting against the current. The water is soaking through your gear and just like weighing down you just by like making your equipment so much heavier. But after about a minute's time, you do get to the other side, and you are freezing. It is so cold. When the wind, even the smallest wind, just like cuts right through and just chills you to the bone.
We should
You're-
start a fire.
Yes, maybe we should do this before we die of hypothermia.
Correction,
Big
before
fire.
you die of hypothermia.
Lucian is just gonna like pull out one of his vials of spicy flakes and just lick his finger and have a little bit of spicy.
What was
You know,
this?
I bought at the herbologist some very spicy, like the spiciest flakes possible.
Okay.
So like just control the body temperature in that way a little bit, get a little heat going. Just a lick.
His outsides are freezing, but his insides are on fire.
This is hell.
Lucian drinks some of that. There's been a capsation on the tongue and in the mouth. His mouth's burning. His tongue's burning. He's still really cold on the outside.
Your body is intensely confused.
Did not work. Oh yeah.
Now I'm freezing and have spicy diarrhea.
Am I the only one freezing cold? Graham, are you not freezing cold too?
We didn't skinny dip.
I
You're only
believe
in 6 foot of water.
We went about 10 or 15 on a mount, and then we Misty stepped over.
the other thing was they used the
shallow
the
crossing.
mage hand to determine how deep the water was.
But Graham went through the water too, right? Is
Graham on the
On
other
a mount.
side? Is Graham on the
Um,
other side, or did he actually?
If the water is up to the horse's neck, then that's most of him.
That's in the deep crossing part. That
Yeah, but I don't know if
paused
Graham
at.
actually crossed yet. Did you,
Oh.
Graham, or no?
No, I don't think so.
So Graham
did
would.
say I
you
could-
went with the horse? Oh.
I can.
You can
guide
tuck
source
your
to-
legs up to prevent
all
getting
right, yeah,
wet.
I'll try. I'll do that just for expediency.
But if you were to go into the water and like cross the river, you would get dunked. You'd probably go up to your chest.
Yeah. So I will try to. Well, our primary goal is to get the disc transit system up and running here, right? If we're doing this, because we got to cast it anyway.
Well, yeah.
The disc
no,
doesn't
no.
really kind of work now because we just found
Yeah, it
out that
doesn't
it's
work anymore.
it's 3 feet above ground, and then like the ground is technically 6 feet underwater, so it's
Right.
The
You're
disc
supposed
is
to
wear
dunk.
the-
currently
Or-
centered in the middle of the river, underwater, as Lucien is on the other side, 20 feet.
so the disc is kind of meh.
So we're at 40 feet river way now.
Okay. So Graham will hitch up on Zorse and try to get across that way.
All right. Please make an animal handling check to guide Zorse safely through this river. You do so. You're able to guide Zorse through the river. The water does soak you up to your chest. It gets up to Zorse's neck. But you are eventually able to get to the other side of the river. And you are just as cold as Lucien. Maybe a little drier along the top section, but still very, very cold.
Benefits of not having fur.
Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it?
Would.
It depends on the fur.
Let me see what I got.
Lucien is just gonna immediately like go start ripping his clothes off, butt naked, like birthday suit,
Oh God.
like
6
cat
diamond
shape.
cutters.
Does the cat
Cats
shape?
have 6 nipples, right? I think that's anatomically correct.
Well, I guess Ian is gonna have to implement sanity mechanics into his game now.
No, Matt, there already are sanity mechanics. Normally when you see like an elder god, but I'll give you this one for this one time.
He's gonna roll around in the snow to try to soak up some of that extra moisture.
I fear that Lucien has already started suffering from advanced hypothermia.
Yeah,
Captain
Graham is
Bug.
gonna try to put
I
a
don't think you know
stop
how
to that.
temperature works. You're eating
I'm
spicy
gonna-
I
food
saw
and
this
rolling.
on that show, that Survivor show.
Stop, drop, and roll. That's when
Bear
you're on
Grylls.
fire, not
The Bear
hypothermia.
Bear
Grylls.
Grylls taught me this, okay?
Lucien starts to
Graham is
drink his
gonna-
own urine.
Graham's gonna burrito.
Before or after he boils it?
One. Drink your own urine.
All right, so what does Graham do?
Lucien in a burrito and then lighting
All
a fire.
survival things. Everything survival he does.
I don't know survival.
Locate the North Star. You are freezing. Stop it.
All right. What was Graham doing to help Lucien?
First off, Lucien's getting a burrito using a blanket.
All right. Graham wraps up Lucien in a burrito. Does Lucien resist?
Oh.
It's warm and dry. And will keep you from
Does not
self-harm.
resist.
No, you're gonna love it.
Graham then proceeds to squish the cat.
Oh, baby.
And it's gone. Graham will then start making a fire.
All right, go ahead, make a. So you will need kindling, and then you'll have to actually start the fire. So go ahead and make a survival to attempt to find some dry sticks, leaves, anything you could use.
Haters, for the non-believers, okay? There's the Bear Grylls video.
Oh, I believe that Bear Grylls said it. That was never in question.
Makes sense.
All right, Graham, you're actually able to find, despite the cold, you're able to find a small bundle of, small armful of sticks, enough that you could get a fire going and warm yourself up.
All right, that's the first thing, and then I think I have a tinderbox.
Let's see. Come on. Or is that already expanded out?
You may have a Tinder box, but you have a Tinder account.
Oh, good question.
No, Graham is strictly an only farmers. I do, in fact, have a tinderbox.
All right,
Nice.
go ahead and make another survival roll. This will be very low DC because of the
Natural
box
one.
itself. But with just a couple sparks, Graham's able to get the fire started.
Hooray.
I found a way more accurate one of what just happened.
I honestly thought this was going to be a very Jack London to start a fire kind of thing.
Accurate video of what just happened.
All right,
All
Lucy, let's put your trousers back on and warm up by the fire. All right.
Lucien's clothes are frozen solid currently. They're
All
like
right,
very stiff, like heavily starched clothing.
We'll just put them next to the fire then. Start drying them out that way.
That cat is crying.
On the original side, where you first started, you still have Chungus and Fiffle.
Good luck,
I'll just
fuckers.
I will carry Piffle over on my shoulders,
All right.
and I will suffer the cold.
All right, Chungus, please make an athletics roll to basically maintain your balance with Fiffle.
He's like cheerleader carrying Piffle over. Is that what's going on?
Okay. Chungus, you're a little taller than 6 feet. The water does get up to about your chin. You're primarily soaked through, but Fiffle is bone dry, and you are now freezing on the other side of the river. You have a fire that is very warm.
Yep, I cuddle up by the fire. I get
Piffle,
totally
thanks for your
buck-ass
squeaky
naked.
voice.
It's Chungus old Bane.
Wanders
Get
off
buck-ass
unconcerned.
naked, and
Yeah, I
That's
don't
it.
actually know how much.
Warm
No,
up things
Chungus
by
does
the
have a
fire.
really big, thick coat. Thinking about it.
Yeah, but I had Piffle hold that as I trudged through. So he
Ah.
held it dry, and now I'm just covering myself with it after my nude body with it afterwards.
Fair enough.
As I dry the
While your
remainder of
clothes dries.
my armor and clothing.
Well, it's very invigorating to like. You go in a
Yeah.
sauna and then you go take a
It's one of
skinny
those
dip.
Arctic plunges. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you find yourself on the other side of the river, which attempting to heat up with this fire.
Okay, so all right, 1 second.
All right. After about another hour of staying by the fire, if you would like to, you'll have dried up enough that you will no longer be like freezing cold.
Can we multitask and do some cooking while we're drying?
Yeah.
Or warming?
Cool.
Yeah.
We've got water right here. We can boil it again.
All right. So you're able to get some water. Boil the water.
Some spicy flakes to the rabbit stew.
Random question. While
Yes?
Chungus was transversing the river, did Hank wake up? Because he just got cold water in his face.
Oh,
Yep.
Hank's pissed.
Well, Chungus ain't here to say he took Hank off, so yeah, Hank just got submerged.
Oh, did he drown? Can our treasure chest die?
No, he's a fanny pack.
What happens to our items when he dies?
Blah!
Uh-oh.
The fire goes
I woke up from my nap.
out.
Oh, poor Hank. Sorry, buddy.
Constantly being waterboarded. No matter what we do, just every adventure, he's just
All
constantly
roads.
drowning.
All roads lead to
All
water.
roads lead. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Word for word.
Hey, Graham, I need you to do something for me.
What's up, buddy?
Can you put your hand in my mouth?
Maybe when I have regeneration, we'll talk.
Listen, Hank, I promise you I'll feed you some fingers as soon as I can.
Chungus, can you put your hand in my mouth?
Sure, I'll be killing a humanoid soon enough.
Chungus
Think I
takes
have
the
some, white
Chungus takes the
fingers
pinky
here if you
finger. Chungus takes the pinky finger of his left hand and puts it into
Oh,
Hank's mouth.
God.
Oh,
Hank just
Here you
like
go, Hank.
looks like he's about to snap shut.
oh my God, Hank!
No,
Hank is
it's
like
fine.
An anti-theft proof fanny pack. I just thought of that. That's amazing.
That's
You
why
can,
Varen made him.
You
It's
can
fine,
be like, here, you can
Chungus.
just take all our money right here. Just put your hand right in this fanny pack.
It's very much that scene from The Simpsons where Bart tells Krusty he can punch him, and you just see Krusty like holding his fist like this, ready to punch Bart. It's like that with Hank and Chungus's finger, but ultimately Hank does not snap down.
Oh,
Never mind,
well,
Chungus, it's
thanks,
So
fine.
Hank.
you could just
I like
bait
this finger.
pickpocketers with this guy? That's awesome. I hope
I mean,
nobody.
it would be a big mistake for a pickpocketer to try to reach
Right?
into Hank's mouth.
That's awesome.
Would be a huge error.
Do we take any like damage to our stuff from having gone through the water now? Like all our
Durability.
Are you
stuff?
trying to make everybody suffer because you suffered?
I just don't want to suffer later. I need
That is good.
Your equipment's dry. You did take an hour. Actually, it took longer than an hour. You took like about 90 minutes. About 30 to plan and execute your attempt to get across the river, plus the hour to actually warm up and dry off. But you are across the river.
and dry and ready to go.
Mostly, yeah.
Oh, that's all ass.
All right. So you then spend a little bit more time crossing the last few miles before you are now on the third league until your next checkpoint. Everybody go ahead and make a perception roll.
Can I
Oh, no.
for myself?
Not in this case, no.
Okay.
Chungus sees a very funny-looking cloud. It looks like a rabbit.
What's that? It's a bunny.
Can I use Hesius?
Oh, that's it. 13.
Did I get a 1? Shit.
You got 2 minus 1, yeah.
Not
You
a-
might be able to, Chungus might be able to re-roll with that halfling thing.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Piffle, not Chungus.
No,
Yeah, no, but
You-
he granted
he
to
can
allies.
grant it to you.
Oh, really?
What am I granting to you?
Chungus needs
Natural
help.
Allowing me to re-roll my
You
natural
require luck?
one.
He
Oh,
needs
you
a
can
lot of
always
it.
re-roll your ones. The only limitation on your re-rolling ones is that I be near you, and that some that had not have happened on my turn already.
Oh, well then,
Insane.
hell yeah.
That's so strong. Wow.
I guess I'll just try again to notice something.
Oh, he's more perceptive than me.
Focusing real hard. I think I noticed something.
Go, Chungus. I knew you could do it.
Crabine from Dunland.
Thanks
I
for the
use Hesius?
cocaine, Piffle. It's the only time I can pay attention to one thing.
Chungus has severe ADHD.
Oh yeah.
And a deviated septum.
Can I use Hesius senses for this?
He's getting surgery for that though.
In this specific case, Chungus does see it. It is a group that is ahead of you. They are wearing the bronze armor, large shields and spears, face-covering helmets with the large red ridge across it. They see you, and you see them.
Are these the champs?
These would be the group. You would see them. They are known as the champions.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that we're in a competition here.
Yeah,
Other
with,
guys,
with,
how
with,
old
with
are you?
ourselves.
My name's Chungus.
They're about 60 feet ahead of you, but I think we will call it here, and we'll pick this up next week.
Shit.
Good.
So I'll
Boy,
end this-
Roo.